Hi! This week I'm going to tell you a little bit about chives. You may think that it is not a remarkable plant. Easy to grow, easy to handle, good to eat. Works in dishes such as salad, fish stews, fish gratins or various kinds with white fish in them. And in the garden, chives gives a feeling of padding where it stands, or it could give a nice touch to some rock cliff on the plot. Anyway, it might be helpful to know a few things beforehand if you are planning to grow chives with other herbs that you want to eat. Maybe you already know the kind of food you will cook the most of before you start to plan the kitchen garden. Either it will be meat dishes, fish dishes or salads. Maybe you are one person who really like to know more if there is any way that chives can cure you with your herbs. In that case, chives have a lot of good fiber in it. It has lot of good vitamin C, vitamin E, and it also has a tendency to lower cholesterol in your body. So right here I will give you a recipe for a good sandwich with chives. So what you need is goat cheese and ricotta, and you will have to have some kind of pomegranate seeds. Sorry for that. You will crumble 150 grams of goat cheese and 200 grams of ricotta in a bowl together, and use a spatula to spread the curd over a large plate. Sprinkle with a bunch of chives and 50 grams of pomegranate seeds, and then set aside until it is time to serve. Stir together 1 tablespoon honey and 2 teaspoons white or red wine vinegar. Just before serving, drizzle over the cheese and serve with a good sourdough bread with a crispy crust. I do not know why, but no matter what, I think that you will feel enormous joy and satisfaction, of course, after having grown chives yourself. You will enjoy of that wonderful real taste of fresh and toxin-free herb entering your palate. Of course, it may take some time and effort for you to get there, but it will not be difficult with a few tips and advice. So join the tour to grow chives. Chives thrives best in a semi-shady place. As a tip, you should know that its place of origin is rocks. This means that it does not need much soil, but it is very fond of minerals. And I think that you already know this. You can either use seeds or buy ready-made plants. Unfortunately, I have discovered that those finished plants we buy are not always organic. So how can you know it? Hopefully, they will state it once you buy them. For me and those who have taken my course, well, we test it directly on the spot by asking the plant directly if it has been spread with chemicals. We also test if the plant is healthy and if it is well. That way we avoid having plants that die because of diseases or vermin. We think it is practical to know how to test it before you buy them. If you would like to learn more about that, you can start now with a free course. See the link below. Right here, back to our chives. It takes between 80 to 100 days since the time you sow and seed up until it is ripe and you can start eating it. And you know what? In nature, there is an interaction that constantly happens even though we do not see it with our eyes. Plants take care of certain varieties and they compete with others. They compete in order to get water, they compete in order to get nutrition, sun or shade, and they also compete in order to attract the right kind of insects. I think this is something we are going to keep in mind when we are growing our chive. Because we want to plant the chives together with the right kind of friends, of course. As far as I am concerned, no one, I mean literally no one, is talking about this yet. Experts have certainly come up with some truths by trying their hand at it, but what if you could ask your chives directly what kind of soil does it want to grow in? If either it's sand, clay, mountains, light, soil, etc. What if you could ask your chives if they enjoy having kale as a friend next to them? Can kale help your chives in any way? Well, those kind of questions and much more questions can be as many as you like. And you know, the best thing about this is that it is possible. You can actually communicate with your plants. Check out the link below to learn more about that. But right here, I will give you some tips directly, since we have already asked chives some things. So we have asked our chives the following thing. Do you enjoy kale? And the answer was no. Can you imagine growing near kale? And the answer was yes. Are you going to compete for something? And the answer is yes. So now we are interested in what are they going to compete about. So we ask them, are you going to compete about minerals? The answer is no. Are you going to compete about water? And the answer is yes. So there we have our answers. So we start to question our chives again. Do you like onions? The answer is yes. Perfect. Will you help each other? And the answer is yes. This is what we really like. But we keep asking, do you enjoy carrots? The answer is no. Do you compete with each other? And the answer is yes. So once again, what are they competing about? Are they competing about minerals? The answer is yes. Do you like mangold? The answer is no. Okay, let's check what's the problem. Do you compete with mangold? And the answer is no. No? Well, what's happening then? Now it's time to really start making some change in your questioning. So we started to ask them, does it have something to do with the root system? And this answer is yes. So there you go. With mangold we have some problem with the root system together with our chives. So we keep asking our chives, do you enjoy Mizuna cabbage? The answer is no. Do you compete with it? And the answer is yes. Then we ask our chives again, do you like turnips? The answer is yes. Perfect. Do you protect each other? And the answer is yes. Great. Here we have something. So turnips and chives, we are going to put them together, right? Then we start to ask once again, do you enjoy rucola? The answer is no. No. So we can't set rucola together with our chives. Do you enjoy radishes? And the answer is yes. Great. Do you enjoy salad? The answer is no. No. So salad and chives are not any good idea at all. Do you enjoy sugar peas? The answer is yes. So as you see, you can ask and ask and ask a lot of questions, and you can get answers from them. Now back to our chives. Now, and you of course. Now remember that chives are quite durable and can therefore grow with those plants that have received the answer no. Why? They can grow, but they will not thrive next to them. So what differences does it make for us? Well, it's pretty fun, but in fact the taste is quite different. If the chives has been in a place where it thrives, it will not taste as bitter as it does in a place where it only grows. So then, the taste is the answer of the differences. And I can assure you that the taste is really, really different if you taste them together. So now you are now one of the few that know that you can start communicating with plants. Not only that, but also you know that plants can communicate with each other. Now it is time for you to go out and get either seeds or seedling and put your chives in a place where it will thrive. And then after 80 to 100 days you will have a perfect taste of them. You have learned which friends it prefers to grow up with. Do you think this is fun and exciting? If you do, I think you should tell your friends so you can have fun together. If you want to continue to know more, you can check us out in different platforms like YouTube, for examples. I also give you the links below where we are. On YouTube and our blog we will publish a few things from time to time. Thank you for this time together with me. I wish you a great day and a great life.